I started dancing at the age of 16 under the eye of Adrian Vincent James, a former dancer with the Houston Ballet. Shortly after that, I started dancing more in dance teams and competitions, wanted to pursue dance in a more professional manner, so I looked into colleges. But I was also a musician, so I got a music scholarship at Frostburg State University, where I started dancing as a minor. Didn't stay long. College jumped from there. 2000, I got to Towson. I studied dance, ballet under Dennis Price and Lauren Cox, and then modern under Stephanie Powell and Lloyd Whitmore. There, life has changed. Life has changed. I ended up I met everybody who needed to be met in dance, especially black dance. And then Virginia Johnson, I met there. I met Ilya Pomore before he died. I met Luther Fontaine, a wonderful jazz dancer from Broadway. I met Ron Brown for the first time. I met Fabian Barnes for the second time, and I met Kim Bears, studied under Kim Bears, studied under Pat Thomas, and studied under
Know where you're going.
Kathy Smith.
Watch this foot.
Adrian Bolton, who later on I ended up dancing.
Find out feel that.
After school, I ended up dancing with Adrian Bolton's dance company, and Kathy and Adrian got together and made their dance company, so I danced with Bolton and Smith. I danced with K2 Dance, and then shortly after that, I danced with Mia Isaka in El Teatro de Danza Contemporánea de El Salvador.
Love and respect, dignity, care for your fellow human being. So I'd like to start out.
Something that I wanted to do. I started as a junior teacher at 18, facilitating Dance Institute of Washington's first summer program in 96, 97. DC is political. DC is very political. The dance scene here is very postmodern. That's really the majority, and a lot of ethnic dance companies here. There's not a lot of companies that really have a classical ballet base. And it's very few if you start to look at how many are headed by African Americans. But we make it work as far as all the different types of dance in the city. Concert dance here is not as strong as it is in Philly or Chicago or New York. But I'm working on that. I'm trying to work on that because right now it's about building out systems to, because I didn't see a lot of diversity in dance companies with ballet focus, I decided to make Dissonance Dance Theatre in 2007. Dissonance is about challenging the audience's assumption about the human condition. I mean, a lot of my dances, or ballets as they say, are more or less wrapped around the human condition, love lost, love gained, man against machine, man against himself, man against his own thoughts. I mean, it's universal in feel, and I feel that the dance company should reflect that in ethnicity as well as rep. After creating the company in 2007, things went really well. They were rocky at first, but they went really well. Dissonance Dance Theatres were received quite well. We became top 5 to watch at the Capitol Fringe Festival where we started. We went to New York at Brooklyn Arts Exchange, fiscally sponsored by the New York Foundation for the Arts, and been granted several times. The audiences grew from 20 people in the first show to over 360 in our last 2 sold-out shows of last season. But that was just the first phase. While this was happening, I had received emails, every now and then from parents of younger kids wanting to have their kids study with the feel of what Dissonance Dance Theatre was bringing. I took that to heart, but it wasn't time yet. I didn't have the space. I was trying to get, let's say, a toddler to walk first, and then after that, start to look at possibilities for more educational programs for youth. So in 2012, I started Dawn, which is a men's initiative for African American males, because I had so many guys just wanting to dance and never danced a day in their life, and I wanted to help facilitate a space where they could have fellowship and learn more. So I created Dawn. It started with 1 male. Now by the end of the season I had 9 in a city that really doesn't have a high male population that dances with a concert dance, ballet, modern focus. Also, within that year, we started the Trainee program for youth, teenagers more or less around the ages of 15 to 16 years old, up to about 21, 22. But that wasn't enough. I wanted to see everyday life merge with dance. I wanted to see an institution in DC that had an Africanistic approach to it, but also a global feel. So I decided to found NGOMA Center for Dance. NGOMA Center for Dance is not just a place where kids will learn how to do dance steps, but also I wanted to improve their literacy, authorship, and inspire them to maybe want to be entrepreneurs in dance or the entertainment field. Continuing with phase 2 would be the marriage of Dissonance Dance Theatre as NGOMA Center for Dance's resident dance company, and the trainee program in Dawn, a Black Men's Initiative, would be programs of NGOMA. Shortly next year, in 2013, NGOMA will have its first school year in the fall of 2013. NGOMA Center for Dance is a place where honest talk happens. Many times you get studios that go by the numbers. It's by volume. It's not necessarily by proficiency of a style. It's more about learn the dance, get the pretty costume, and go about your way. I wanted a place where you could have honest talk. If a student say that they wish to be ballerinas, then you should be able to tell them exactly what it would be for them to do that. Not in a negative way, but in a way where it's encouraging enough to show them the reality of the art form they're about to go into. NGOMA Center for Dance differs from any other institution in Washington, D.C. by providing an educational institution that is more about the wellness as well as the technical aspects of a student, versus having a studio that's more focused on teaching a step and having a recital. In the end, it's about everyday lives being touched by dance. That's what I see for NGOMA, and that's what I see for the world.